Our Enhancing Pedagogy course, it's great for teachers new to T-levels or new to technical teaching. Our course is two-hour live online sessions. It's great for developing a new approach to thinking, especially when you're designing your curriculum for T-levels. On the Enhancing Pedagogy, we'll look at teaching and learning approaches that we may use in our T-level as well. We're thinking about how we would pull your T-level together to best suit your learners' needs. And having the live online element is really good for collaborative, facilitated discussion. We still have activities together, and we'll have the opportunity to talk with participants who are also on their T-level journey. And the Enhancing Pedagogy course, it's designed live online to complement the content on the Future Learn course. And over those two sessions, we'll have different focuses. And in session one, we'll focus around a big question. And the big question for session one is, how can we best prepare our learners for success on their T-level journey? So we'll really look at that T-shaped learner. And we'll have the holistic overview of developing specific knowledge for the learners on T-levels and thinking about that knowledge and how we might contextualize this knowledge, bringing the most up-to-date practices from industry into the classroom and preparing our learners for when they go out onto their industry placements. What is the knowledge that they need? And as well as this, we'll look at the skills our learners may need for employment, such as those maths, English and digital skills relevant to our T-level. And finally, we also look at industry specific. So we might have some industry specific skills that we might want to explore and how we would build that into our curriculum. And the final thing in session one we would explore on our T-level learner journey is the behaviours that we're wanting to develop in our learners. Our learners who have a clear line of sight into employment. So things such as resilience and critical thinking and applying their knowledge into industry, into that job role preparing them for their next steps. So that session one looks at the T-level learner journey. In session two, we'll focus on the big question around how can we as teachers enhance our pedagogical practices for our T-level provision further. So we'll look at the T-shaped teacher and how we develop a curriculum using different pedagogical approaches. So we'll discuss together on the course how we would sequence our curriculums, how we would best develop the building blocks of knowledge, which would best suit our learners. And to complement that, we explore the concept of flipped learning and how this might be useful on our T-level, especially when designing curriculums, that support learners on a different range of learning environments, and how the classroom is not just the only place on the T-level for the best opportunity to learn, and how flipped learning may really complement that. And as well as that, we'll look at some of the barriers our learners might face. And as teachers, what can we do to support them on our T-level to help reduce some of those barriers for the learners, whether that is in industry placement, whether that is in the classroom. And we would talk about and discuss that in preparation for our T-level. So I suppose that really covers both of those sessions. But a final thought for me is it's a course that will help you to have discussions with others. So coming to us on those live online, we can have discussions with others and think about, all the elements that we're going to discuss and how we can integrate these into our T-level. And you have that opportunity on the course to do that. It gives us that time and that space to think about that. So then you can go away and discuss these elements with your team when you're moving forward on your T-level journey. And we're looking at those sort of things from the Enhancing Pedagogy course.
So the Vocational and Professional Upskilling is a great course if you're either new to technical teaching or new to T-levels. The course is two-hour sessions that what we call live online. So these are sessions that are online, but plenty of opportunity to meet with other like-minded people and have some valuable discussions to help you move forward in your CPD. We're going to use some breakout rooms as well as some EdTech to build a supportive and collaborative space. And just like Enhancing Pedagogy, this course complements the Future Learn course that's online. This course has an overarching big question of how can we use our reflective practice and experience to further enhance the quality of our T-level provision. And this therefore shapes the course and the themes that we'll explore together. We're going to look at labour market information and how this is useful to consider alongside the T-levels that we might offer, as well as maintaining our dual professionalism as teachers. We're going to consider the role of our communities of practice, as well as the value of designing our curriculums in conjunction with our employers, which is a slight different tack to before. We then go on to explore the concept of constructive alignment and how this is important for our T-level curriculums. And finally, we're going to look at developing that T-shaped learner and the knowledge, skills and behaviours that they're going to need to be work ready and successful in their employment journey. Ultimately, vocational and professional upskilling will give you the time and space to begin to prepare for T-level delivery and begin to consider the value of industry practice in your classroom too.